So I was going to jump right into the model and start building an app stack for like a generic business, or, using the automated method as the example. But then I thought to myself, maybe we should talk about the corporate areas of a business first, okay? Because this is like an important lesson. Let's imagine, like I always say, take technology out of it, okay? No technology. Back in the day, like the business, the way it was, how you made a corporation was like the same way you do now. But now there's like technology to help corporate areas function, right? So let's break down all the corporate areas of your business. This is why this is a good lesson. And I hope I don't go over 15 minutes, but hold on. This will be day 4. Not sure what I'm going to title this day, but remember I said I got 30 of them. So we got day 4 of 30. Like I said, I was going to jump right into an app stack, start modeling a business using the automated methods ecosystem as an example, generic, type of business. But this is important. This is really important. And the reason why I'm going to focus one whole day on this in terms of 15-minute micro podcast is because I think a lot of people out there don't realize how much they have to invest in the other corporate areas in their business, okay? So I'll put the link to this. It's a PDF. It's an infographic. It's probably almost a year old now that I made or had made. And it just goes to show you like all the corporate areas and how they can be explained in terms of agents, which is what I call pieces of the puzzle that you pay other than, that may not be internal or could be internal, but they don't have to be, that you put it all together. All the corporate areas have agents. Inside each corporate area has maybe more than one agent, So that's what we refer to them here at the automated method. But here's what I'm going to say. A lot of businesses don't really take into account all of the pieces. Okay, and you need to understand all the pieces. And this is probably where if you were like spending money in areas of your business, there is like a formula to spend certain amounts of money in each corporate area, right? And it's like once you start seeing it that way, it gets easier to invest back into your business when you understand that each corporate area requires some financial, right? You can't just do it all yourself. Okay, so here, let's go with what are the corporate areas? All right, that's it. So like in no order, but I'll try my best here. So we have strategy, right? And we have marketing, right? We have sales, right? We have finance. I always have to look because I add to. We have HR, which is human resources, right? We have operations, okay? And then we have, I like to call legal separate, okay? Legal. And then, of course, there's IT, okay? That's what it is referred to in the majority of things you're ever going to read or see or stream or whatever. It's going to say IT. But that's why I'm going to rename this to technology, okay? Because me and IT. Here's how this works. These are this is like your corporate areas of your business, all right? And if you look at it this way, I will say that the majority that is shit, the corporate area that's the shittiest, always, probably operations. Coming in a close second would be, oh man, you know what? Everything is shitty. But I'm going to tell you that the reason why I'm focusing on operations is because we're going to attack that, because that's like why technology can't replace certain things, because you're really reliant on human stuff, because it's just pattern recognition, muscle memory, memorized steps. That's all it is. Monkey see, monkey do. So operations is a mess. And it gets harder and it gets hard to streamline path of least resistance, anything, when it's not documented. Well, I don't even want to go there. But there is a finance, sales, marketing, your strategy, right? Technology could be shit. All of this, sorry, I circle operations all the time because I find that it's the weakest link. The other ones, you'll bumble yourself around and it'll work, But if you want to really tighten everything up, like so the ops are tight as fuck, then you really got to look at your workflow, your process, and your choices and the logic gates in your business, right? That's what I wanted to just talk about today. Now that we have all that and it's all there, get this. There is applications out there. Now that's where we go, technology. And the reason why I say technology and not IT is because I feel like that is how you can separate all the corporate areas and then add it afterwards, right? Because you got to understand it first before you add the technology. I always say build the business and then add the technology afterwards, right? So now we can see these pieces. I'm just going to start throwing some apps out there, okay? Just going to throw some apps out there. Now, in terms of strategy, right? This is kind of like your brainstorming, your where you're going, your focus, your mission, whatever. The entirety of the business idea. Where are you going? What is the mission? What is the do you know what I'm saying? Strategy is everything, but you could be strategic about everything as well. But strategy is its own thing, okay? Hire someone to help you if you don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay, hire a strategist. Find a floating strategist. They'll help. So you don't have a messy vector in this whole constructing of a perfect business. The perfect business, right? So in terms of strategy for me, it's brainstorming. So my strategy is documents that have been written out, like Google Docs or whatever. So for me, it's just all my brainstorming, my thinking, and the plan. Okay? That's strategy for me. Okay? So what platform would that be? Well, it's a whole bunch of them. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you want to store information with. Right? That's going to be that's going to be the app you use for your strategy because you're storing information. You're brainstorming trees, whatever. I mean, technically you could use Miro there. Okay? So because a lot of people like to think like that. Maybe Trello. Okay? So we'll go here. We're going to say maybe Trello. We're going to say maybe Miro. Okay? These are platforms. Brand heavy over here at the automated method, right? So now I'm trying to limit, you could use Evernote. Evernote's good for brainstorming too. I use Otter for everything. That's another one. See, I'll just keep going and going and going. Okay? Marketing. All right. There's a lot here. There's a lot. So we'll just say there's social media, there's your socials, there's so many things there, but marketing we'll attack in a different day, okay? But let's just say, for the most part, you're going to have some sort of nucleus app like we discussed, and I bet you the best one would be HubSpot for now, okay? Just for now, right? So I'm just going to say HubSpot, okay? And for your sales pipeline, let's use HubSpot again because it does the same. It does do both, okay? So you got HubSpot, okay? Now you got your finance. Finance is an interesting one, and I'm not gonna go in depth because I just realized that if I start going in depth in these, it'll take up more than a day. So that's where I'll start separating these and doing other micro podcasts for each one. So here's finance. Okay, platform of choice, app-centric, right? We're going to be app-centric. So let's go with either Xero or QuickBooks Online. That's it. The others. We're just going to go with that for now, okay? Because we're going to build the perfect business. And I want to say this right now. There's alignment with industries and the perfect business. If you're starting a business and it's a 5149 and the 51 is winning over because it has a better app stack, do that. Okay? Don't square peg round hole because you want to think of your mortal life and your time inside the perfect business, which you hope is as little as possible so that it's an automatic business, right? That's why I'm telling you this because this is how we do this. Let's redo the entire business so that it's as automatic as possible and you don't have to be in it. Okay? So in terms of finance, let's go Xero or QuickBooks Online Plus, right? For HR, there's a few of them. There's a few, okay? We push Collage or Humi. There are others, okay? But now you can see how this is getting narrow. Only so many application environments for the perfect business, okay? And your operations, well, the only thing I would say in operations, it's a platform, would be something to keep track of workflow, something to keep track of tasks, maybe something to keep track of projects. In your operations, it's everything in a lot of ways, how things interact with each other. But at the same time, what platform can govern? What would be an app? What would be the app or the SaaS product that could be operations, right? A lot of people would have no solution. That's where I would say you would probably put Miro, okay? Or, like I was saying, it could be keeping track of things in a document, right? But in terms of operation, or you know what? I would say that operations, like task management and project management, there you go. There's Monday.com, okay? We could do that, okay? I'm just trying to make this easy so you can understand how you assemble all these pieces together and then assign businesses to them to implement, like to set it up, to train it, and to support it, to kind of be that remote department. We'll get there. I mean, I've said it before a million times, but remember, I'm taking the family to Costa Rica, and I don't want to do anything while I'm there except for maybe a few podcasts, right? So this is why I'm going to expose everything, because it's like I'm doing it. That's what covers my bases, so that we can do what the automated method has let us do. Well, I can teach people the automated method. My head's going to explode. Okay, legal. I'm going to just put Clio, which is a platform for lawyers. But the reason why I'm saying the platform, you're not going to use it, but find a lawyer that does. Because if a lawyer uses that platform, there's some operational workflow that'll decrease on your end because of how they operate. Do you see? It gets very, very interesting when you start building a business the way you want it to the way you want to interact with it yourself, and the way that you force other people in business to interact with you. Okay? And then as far as technology is concerned, we can talk about that. There's like that these are all software. This is all software, but we can talk about hardware choices, etc., and stuff like that if I have time in these amount of days. But I digress. This is the reason why I was doing this is because I want to associate a corporate area with an app, so that you will understand that that's how it works. Now, there might be more than, there might be substacks, application substacks inside each corporate area. Of course, like social platforms is one, like, under marketing, you're going to have like a whole bunch, but as long as you get the idea, okay? So apps connected to corporate areas. Understand your business that way, and you're moving towards the perfect business, okay? I'm going to stop this one here.